Welcome everyone to the Goblins live show featuring myself and the wife this week. Hello, wifey.
Hello.
She only just made it onto the show today, luckily, so she went and got her nails done.
And I ran back to the car, and I don't run. So, my asthma's playing up because it's snowing here. It has been snowing.
Yeah, it's been weird for the weather.
Yeah, had a hypoglycemic attack, so this is my dedication.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But anyway, wifey, so in today's show, we're going to discuss the sex appeal of motorcycles. Are you ready?
Oh, I am.
Let's roll the intro. Right, wifey, so I think it goes without saying that you're a bit tired now.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, exercise and me, we're not firm friends.
So I've had a bit of a traumatic week this week. Had my dental treatment on Wednesday. Well, yesterday.
Yeah,
Yesterday. Yeah, I'm
Which was
I'm blanking out the experience.
Well, yesterday was Wednesday, so you were right.
Yesterday was Wednesday. Yeah. So I had a tooth pulled out, one of my wisdom teeth pulled out, and the tooth in front of that needed quite a bit of it taken out. Well, quite a bit of it kind of sanded away or grinded. I don't know what the word is.
Makes me cringe just thinking about it.
Yeah,
though.
so had to have part of that tooth basically removed and get a filling on top of that. So you were taking the piss yesterday, weren't you? Because I had
the piss.
because I had a lisp yesterday, a temporary lisp where
it's not often I find ways to take the mickey out of you. So I really took full advantage of that, didn't I?
So where the anaesthetic was all around kind of the back end of my jaw here, it made its way around to my lips and to my tongue and to my throat. So for about 4 hours I was talking like this.
Yeah.
I couldn't really talk properly. And also whenever I tried to drink something or if I tried to talk, I'd dribble.
I didn't see that
as well. So yeah, luckily
you kept that away from me.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit of a traumatic experience as you'd expect, but all in all, it was pretty good. The dentistry that I use is amazing. They do top-notch work. I'll give them a shout-out. They're called Affinity Dental Care. So if you live in the West Midlands or something like that in the UK, definitely go check that one out. Go check that out if if you're having some problems with your teeth and what have you, and you want to get it done properly. They're a private dental practice, but they do really, really good work. I've got a chip on my front tooth, on one of my front teeth, and they did work on it so well that it fell out 10 years later. It didn't have pins or anything like that. It was just a straight filling, and I got another one to replace it. In fact, it fell out just before our wedding.
I know, that was tense time, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a bit of a shocker because I had to quickly try and get that fixed. Luckily, they were able to fit me in and sort that out. But
if it was like the back, it wouldn't have mattered. But because the front, for all our photos and stuff.
That's right. But yeah, they do really, really good work there. So yeah, definitely go and check them out if you are looking for some decent, dental care. I know NHS dentistries can be a bit
iffy.
Yeah, I mean, you've had bad experiences, haven't you, with NHS dentists?
Yeah,
so
really, really bad.
My dad has had bad experiences with NHS dentists and things, so yeah. But the dentist did actually congratulate me on how well I did yesterday, because apparently a lot of patients, through having teeth out and things like that, they what's the word?
Struggle,
yeah, but no, a bit more than that. A bit of a pain. I imagine I imagine that's what it's like anyway for a lot of patients for dentists, just because they've got to work with live people that feel pain and stuff like that. But the way I thought about it was just, if I feel a bit of pain or discomfort, I just want them to get on with it. Just do the work, get on with it, and then it'll be over quicker. So it was, in the end, it was all okay. And yeah, I've got a little bit of pain around my jaw, but it's not too
achy,
bad. It's more of an
today?
ache. Yeah, it's more of an ache. Not too much bleeding either. So hopefully that means that it's
healing well, hopefully.
Clotterized? Clotterized, is that the word?
Clotted, like cream?
Yeah. Clotted like cream, yeah. But,
I don't know what the technical or the correct term for it is.
No, I don't know either. But yeah, when the blood kind of covers the wound and it starts
to heal, to scab or whatever.
Yeah, it starts to harden. It's a good sign. So I think we're on that path, which is good. But yeah, so that was
your week.
My week this week. How was your week?
I've been busy, haven't I?
Busy?
I've been super, super busy at work. So I keep losing my voice.
Yeah.
I do a lot of training, so I talk for 2 hours at a time.
And then doing this isn't going to help either, is it?
And then, so today I've done 4 hours of training, giving training, and yeah, and then this. So if my voice starts to go like it is now,
oh no,
I apologise. Yeah, apart from that, I am all good.
Yeah. We kind of mentioned it in passing earlier. Go on then, silly. Go and talk to the neighbour's dog. There we go. Yeah, so we kind of mentioned it earlier before the intro about the weather. The weather's been really weird around here, where over the last 2 weeks it's been literally like spring and summer.
Gorgeous,
it's been absolutely wicked, and it's been perfect riding weather. And then all of a sudden we enter spring, and it's winter again. It's gone very, very cold, and it was snowing earlier today.
A couple of times it snowed today.
Yeah.
But it's been really heavy, and then it's been nothing. It's not settling at the moment.
No, I think it's too warm for it to settle. But the fact that it's snowing at all is just crazy, especially after the weather we have had recently.
Tell you something that's made my week really, really awesome.
What's that?
It's motorcycle related.
Okay.
I got my nails done. No, it's not that. We released our dual video.
Yes.
We've had some really, really nice comments on that.
Yeah.
And actually we had, I think, a female actually watched it, and she liked my jacket, and that's put me on a high all week. So if you're watching, yes, it is Alpine style. I got it off eBay. So
for how much did you get it?
I only paid about £15 for it. I don't think I paid very much at all.
And it's in really good condition as well.
And I've had it for, 9 years now?
Is it 9 years?
I had it since we've been together, yeah.
Seriously? God. I don't think you had it for that long, but...
Yeah, I've had it the whole time.
Yeah, so you got that for really cheap, I think, for a proper armoured jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did pretty well there.
So that goes back to what we were saying last week. eBay.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, because the question was, is it an actual riding jacket? And yes, it is. It's just... I was fortunate. It's Alpine style.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd mention that if you're watching.
Yeah. We've had quite a lot of positive feedback around the dual vlog that we did.
Yeah. Which
is pretty cool. Because it's one of those videos that is different to what we've done before. So it's nice to see that it was received well.
Especially as it's my first vlog, on my bike.
Yeah, no, a few people were a bit concerned about the side-by-side riding that we did in bits of the video, and I left a comment, I pinned it at the top for that video just to explain what was going on. So normally the way how we would ride is staggered, so one person in lane 1, the other rider in lane 3, and we'd be, I don't know, anywhere from 30 to 40 meters apart depending on how fast we were going. That's how we'd normally ride, but on camera, just for ease of editing, we decided to ride side by side wherever we could. But no, it wasn't in all parts of the video, especially on some of those narrow country roads. It was just impossible, and it was totally unsafe to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, just for those open straights of road, because most of that journey going to Bristol and back on those country roads is mostly just straight, just long straight roads.
I enjoyed it,
and they're wide roads as well. So yeah, we had plenty of room on either side of each other if there were things like potholes, or if someone decided to pull out in front of us or what have you, we would have the opportunity to to get into a better position on the road.
We wouldn't ride in a stupid fashion for the sake of a video anyway, would we?
No,
really?
not
when it's
really.
our lives at stake.
No, it's not worth it. And
but we were safe. We were fine.
Yeah.
But we appreciate the concern, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. Yeah, the fact that people picked up on it and they said to us that, is that safe? Should you be doing that? Things like that. Yeah, it definitely kind of put a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart because the viewers do care about our safety.
And it wasn't
which is
being
good.
said in like a rude, vindictive,
No,
not
at all.
It was a caring way, and it was
not
nice.
at all. Yeah. No, and I didn't say anything in the video, but yeah, I just thought I'd mention it to all of you just in case you hadn't seen my comment on that video or what have you. But yeah. All in all, a very successful video and a very good day out.
Oh,
to
so
be honest,
good.
because we had so much fun on that
so
ride.
much food.
Yeah, the food was absolutely lovely.
Here's a question: When are we going back?
I don't know. Maybe when the weather gets a bit warmer.
Oh yeah. Fair.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. We can't go to Tortilla every weekend, unfortunately.
It's what the viewers want. Back me up here. It's what you want.
Well, yeah. Well, we've got some ideas floating around with what we can do for future dual vlogs. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for those in future. But anyway, right, let's move on to the main topic of today's show: sex appeal and motorcycles. So motorcycles generally are dominated by blokes, by guys, generally.
Yes.
And a lot of the time, I do wonder if guys kind of think, oh, if I start riding motorcycles,
will I get all the girls?
Yeah, will it help me pick up a few girls here and there? And well, I don't know. I've got my opinion, but what do you think?
I have more than two thoughts, but I have some thoughts. So, from a female perspective, I think they're attractive. I do. I think it's kind of a bit like dangerous, and this is the way it's portrayed in movies. Remember, this is like a lot of this coming from movies, and you've got, the guy comes up and he does like a skid, and he's like, oh, I'm here, and I'm like, wow, you're here, and you're in leather, and you've got your helmet on, and then it's like, who is that man, sort of thing. But the thing is, one of my favourite movies growing up was Grease, and then they brought out Grease 2 around motorbikes. So, like, the whole thing was like, ooh,
I thought it was Cars.
Man? The first one was.
Oh, the first one was Cars. Oh, right.
But then you see, if you have, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example right now of someone turning up on a motorbike in a film.
Well, okay, famously, Tom Cruise, for... Oh, come on.
I don't like Tom Cruise. I don't find him attractive, but...
No, but so him in Top Gun,
right?
Him in Top Gun, him in Mission Impossible 2, which was one of my movies growing up that kind of got me hooked on motorcycles, but I mean, Tom Cruise loves his bikes, and has the new Top Gun movie come out yet?
Pass. Don't know.
Because there's a new one but he's
the second, isn't it? It's like a follow-on. Sequel.
I don't know if it's a sequel. I have no idea whatsoever what it's going to be about or what have you, how far it leads on from the original movie. But either it's rumoured or confirmed that he's going to be riding a Kawasaki not a ZH2, a Ninja H2 rather, in that movie. Yeah, because he rode a Kawasaki... Was it a GP 900 maybe in the original Top Gun? I cannot remember, but he rode a Kawi in that movie, and he's riding the top end Kawi in this new movie as well. I think that's either rumored or confirmed. I can't remember, but yeah, Tom Cruise famously loves his motorcycles. But yeah, I mean that's just an example.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do my impression again because you were giggling at that.
Why have to be American?
What, governor? No? Apparently there's two accents in my repertoire, and it's American or Cockney. Anyway.
American or Cockney.
Yeah. American Cockney? Can you imagine? Anyway. Yes, I think that is, for me, because I like motorbikes anyway, I think that is sexy. I think there is something about, like, if Tom Hardy came up on, like, a bike, I'd be like, give me my helmet, I'm going, sort of thing. But it also works the other way round with women on bikes. So if you think of Megan Fox in third or second Transformers movie where she's working on that, is it Ducati she's working on, and she's got her short shorts and she's got her vest on and she's leaning over the tank and she's sweating.
Yeah.
Who doesn't find that sexy? Like, who doesn't find that sort of thing appealing?
But that's the funny thing, is that when you've got women and motorcycles and women and cars, it's all designed to try and sexualize the car, sexualize the vehicle to make it attractive for men. But when you have a bloke riding a motorcycle, a lot of the times it's the other way around, where a bloke thinks, I'm riding this, so does that mean that I'm going to be more attractive to women?
Like a mating call.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if car guys get the same kind of thing, or if they think the same kind of thing, or whether or not it's just a thing that guys think, other guys will like. You know, like if you have a souped up car, V8 with I don't know, dual turbos or what have you. You know, that's not necessarily attractive for women, but it impresses other guys, kind of thing.
So if someone came up on your dream bike and they took their helmet off and they're a guy, would you have a different reaction to it if they took their helmet off and they were a girl?
Right. Yes.
You would.
Yeah. It's well, no, not in this context. Not in this context. In the context of women wearing skimpy dresses and things like that.
Completely impractical.
Right. No, when they're cleaning bikes or when they're standing around bikes or standing around cars and stuff, that's a completely different context. From that standpoint, it's supposed to kind of make guys feel that way, that they're going to get girls in this particular thing.
Yeah.
But no, in what you're saying, if a guy rode up and got off a motorcycle, or if a girl rode up and got off a motorcycle, no, I'd feel indifferent.
You feel indifferent?
Indifferent. Well, in fact, actually, it would depend. If the girl was riding on a bike that I would consider to be like amazing, a dream bike of mine, then I'd be really impressed.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair play.
Yeah.
You know, she's going places and she knows her motorcycles, kind of thing. So I'd have respect and a lot of admiration for that person.
But it wouldn't make you think, cool, that's sexy.
No.
Not that you say cool, that's sexy anyway, but...
No.
Okay, so for you, it's more of an impressed factor than a sex appeal.
Yes, but I think, this is my own experience and my own opinion, that's the same for women and blokes on bikes.
What's your experience?
I've never had any.
Right.
So if I've just been riding around on a motorcycle, I've never ever had attention from women because I rode motorcycles. No, never. Never ever. I mean, we didn't get together because I rode motorcycles.
I didn't even know you rode one.
Right, exactly. So,
but has it made you more attractive to me?
I don't know.
I'm not answering that.
You tell me. I don't know.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, clearly you like motorcycles, and your dad rode motorcycles. So for
please don't put my dad into this context.
No. What I'm saying is that it's something that you are comfortable with.
Yeah, it didn't faze me.
Yeah,
but
it's not like someone that's never grown up around motorcycles and never seen a motorcycle before in person or what have you, and then all of a sudden you have a boyfriend that rides motorcycles and you don't know what that means, you know.
Side note, in our wedding speech, my dad went on and on and on about how much he liked you because you have motorbikes. It wasn't about me, his only daughter. Anyway, that's not here or there. Do you know what? I think I can't remember the first time I saw your bike. I really can't remember when that was. But if you turned up on one of those lawnmower scooters, I don't think we'd be having this conversation today, because I would have been like. But again,
scooters don't fall into that category of sex appeal, do they?
That's what I'm saying. But you turned up, or if you turned up with a trike or something, I would have been like, all right, Grandad. But but you turned up with a bike that I thought was like, oh my god, oh my god, because they're the sort of bikes that you would see in movies like Fast and Furious. They were quite sexy, they were quite sleek, and the fact that it was in black and it was just almost understated. This was the ER6, wasn't it? It was
Mhm.
almost understated. I thought that was so attractive. But that's, again, my opinion could be completely different because I'm accepting of motorbikes.
Mm.
Someone who maybe isn't married to someone who rides a bike or isn't involved in that world or around anyone that does, they might be completely indifferent and just think that it's just a bike. It's not impressive.
Yeah.
So for me, like you say, being involved, it does help. Not doesn't help, but it did make the bike and therefore you more attractive to me.
Yeah, because I mean, like you were saying earlier, kind of echoing the point you made. You're right there.
Sorry, it's just from the running and then my inhaler. It's all sitting.
Yeah, kind of echoing what you were saying earlier, that motorcycles are kind of romanticized in movies and on TV, to the point where you're kind of given the impression that if I ride a motorcycle, then that's how I'm going to be seen. When that is not the experience that I've had.
Yeah.
Having said that, I've never ever been good with women.
But I didn't get a bike and suddenly turned into Megan Fox either. So, I'm let down too.
Yeah, but again, you're getting confused.
No,
because,
I'm just making a point.
Yeah, no, but you're confusing the points here, because when Megan Fox is in a Transformers movie cleaning a motorcycle in skimpy gear, that is completely different to if a bloke is riding one. Yeah,
but she also rides in that movie.
Yeah, okay, fine, but that's not the point I'm trying to make.
Okay.
The point I'm trying to make is that it's for blokes. It's romanticized in an idea. This kind of, you're given this impression that this is what motorcycles will do, and this is how you automatically just become this sex god.
Yeah.
Overnight, if you have this motorcycle or that motorcycle,
Do you wish it made you better with women?
Well, that's indifferent because he never did.
Yeah, but
being a young man, and it's like no different to a guy wanting their first car. Thinking that you've got your first car is automatically a key to taking women to places that you'd never been before, and gives you an opportunity to have that bit of freedom and what have you. Maybe a bit of canoodling in the car. That's the idea that these young men have, but that's not necessarily what's going to happen, and in most cases that doesn't happen.
Canoodling?
Oh, come on. I'm trying to be PC.
I love that word. Yeah.
But it's one of those kind of, again, where these manufacturers and their marketing, where they want you to what they want you to think and what actually happens are two separate things entirely.
Oh, massively.
I don't know if it's just me, and if it was like, if I was a more confident guy, at least with women or what have you, then maybe it would be a different story. But it's for me, it wasn't that way. It wasn't that romanticized idea. I mean, fine, I got lucky because you liked motorcycles anyway, and when we got together and stuff, when you found out about it, it was great. But it wasn't a tool that I used to
catch me, to woo me.
Yeah, to woo you. Yeah, that's right. That's not how it worked.
No, it wasn't.
So, of course, there are these videos, aren't there, of people. I think it's just one particular channel that goes around on their motorcycle and they ask for girls' numbers and things like that, and the girls give it to them.
But is that the motorbike or the confidence of asking for it?
Right, I don't know. That's the question. I don't know. And again, when you get young men watching these kinds of videos, maybe that's again kind of cementing this whole idea that they're automatic kind of chick traps. Chick traps?
Chick traps.
Chick traps?
Chick traps.
Chick what?
Sounds like saying Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs.
Chick traps.
But in my experience, no. No, they're not this tool that you can use for attracting women by any means. Yeah. I don't think, anyway.
Dog, stop it.
We did. I mean, do you think your mum feels the same way about your dad?
I don't know. I don't think. Let me have a think. My granddad rode bikes, but obviously passed away when Mum was old enough to know. So I don't think that's had a factor into her acceptance like it has for me. I don't know. I'm not sure. She does definitely help my dad choose a bike, which makes me think that she must find them some sort of appeal. You know, you know what she's like. She makes friends with anybody. So they go into a dealership and she's already making deals, and before my dad's even chosen what bike he wants. So, you know, I think I'm going to say yes, actually.
Just kind of off the top of your head kind of thing.
Off the top of my head. But then my brother, my eldest brother, has always wanted his license. And I think he's got that romanticized notion that it's going to all of a sudden make him really attractive to women. Yeah. But he was very much a car guy growing up, and he's never really had trouble finding a mate, so to speak. I mean, he's married now, obviously, and with kids, so whether or not he would do it now, I don't know. But I think he's always had that romanticised notion of that.
Again, it does kind of draw a wider issue here, because if you're going into riding motorcycles because you think it's going to make you more attractive, then you're going in for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I didn't start riding because I wanted to pick up girls. For me, at the time, I thought of it as just an extra benefit, but I wanted to ride. I wanted to get involved in the lifestyle and get involved in the hobby as soon as I could.
Yeah.
I did my motorcycle license before I did my driving license, so I mean that should probably tell you all you need to know about how I felt about it at the time.
Sorry.
But you know if you stop coughing, it goes away.
Can't help it. My chest is really sore. And plus, with the dog shaking, his hair's gone in my throat.
Yeah. So I think if what you're saying is kind of true about your brother thinking about getting motorcycle license, or at least in the past, because of that romanticized idea, then he's going in for the wrong reasons.
But he's not the only person out there who has that
and that's
notion.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I suppose these manufacturers don't care. As long as they sell motorcycles,
that's it.
Then it doesn't really matter, does it? But I mean, our jobs are to try and get people riding and to continue riding. You know, I don't just want people to go out there and buy a motorcycle because they've got this idea that, this Hollywoodized idea that, it's all of a sudden going to score them chicks overnight, and it's not. That's not the case whatsoever.
No, it's not.
If you want to ride bikes, you ride them because you want to ride them.
You ride them for you, don't you?
Yeah, for you, for your own enjoyment, for your own satisfaction. It's not for anyone else, and it can't be, to be honest, because it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. And the female mind is a complicated one.
I don't even fully understand it sometimes.
A bloke's mind is very, very easy to guess, very easy to work out.
Yours is food, bikes, TV.
Yeah.
Food, bikes, TV.
Yeah, that's
food,
right.
Bikes, TV.
Food, bikes, TV.
That's like
you see an attractive woman on a bike, then that's it. Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, that's like your nutritional triangle, isn't it? The triangle of life. And in the middle, there's women on bikes.
Yeah, blokes are easy to work out, for sure. I think.
Yeah.
But it's. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, really struggling to say. I do think that movies don't help the fact. You know, you see, like I said, you see someone screeching up on a bike, or it becomes a getaway vehicle, and it's all very fast paced. It's all very exciting, and I think that adds to the whole sex appeal side of it. I do think it's. In films, it's marketed at women in a way, but also marketed at men as well. Like, as I said, it gives them that romanticized notion. What
do you mean marketed towards women?
Like, it makes the actor look really macho and attractive.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But if someone came up to me in a I don't know, Nissan Micra, I wouldn't exactly find it attractive. No matter what they were saying, even if I was running from the police, I'd be like, nah, I'll jog on. I'll wait for the next one. But if they come up on a bike, it's that kind of like danger and that appeal to it. And I think that's what kind of adds to the sexiness of it.
Do you think?
I think so.
Do you think, because of course in the past, motorcycles always had this kind of bad boy identity.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Is that something that still attracts women?
I don't know if the motorcycle being a bad boy thing is still a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it is.
Not as much as it was like in the 90s. Like that was a massive kind
even
of...
earlier than that.
Yeah, that was a massive kind of thing, wasn't it? But yeah, I think the whole bad boy thing, that really gets some women.
Does it?
I think so.
But you don't think that they have that identity anymore?
No, not so much.
No.
I do think they're more kind of used as a sex appeal tool than, criminals kind of get away or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm a bad boy type thing.
Yeah.
More like a, I don't know, rescuing a damsel in distress, get on my bike type thing. I mean, doesn't even Mario can't have a motorbike or something, or Zelda has a bike or something.
Yeah. You can get.
What it has to do with this, I don't know. I don't find Mario or Zelda or Link attractive.
Link.
I'm not into cartoons, but it, like I said, you don't look at Mario and go, bad boy plumber. You go, plumber on a bike.
I don't know. I don't know. But again, I mean, from that perspective, it's trying to get children into motorcycles from a young age, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
So I mean, that's again. I'll say it again. That's not the thing that I liked when I saw Tom Cruise on his motorcycles, on his Triumph in Mission Impossible 2. I didn't think, oh wow, that's going to make me sexy. I thought, wow, that's a really cool motorcycle. I want to ride a motorcycle like that. Which, by the way, one day I would love to own a Triumph for sure. That's definitely on the bucket list. Yeah. I think in future. I'm not sure yet what kind of look for. Maybe a speed triple or something. But
sorry.
We'll see about that in future. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the chat here, because you guys have been busy in the chat. That 125 guy, you are correct with blood clotting. So that's referring back to the conversation about my tooth, because I had a wisdom tooth pulled out yesterday, and yeah, I'm still healing from that. Chicago IU, hello. Hello, good to see you.
Oh,
good
sorry.
To see you. Oh, and
even the dog saying hello.
Set the dog off. Go on then. There you go. He does that. Whenever we say hello, or whenever we say my brother's name, he just goes off on one. No idea what it is. Like, yeah, if
it's like trigger words, isn't it?
If dinner's ready or something, and someone shouts up the stairs to someone to come down for dinner kind of thing, he just goes off on one.
Yeah.
Same person, Chicago UI. If a guy rides up to a woman and asks her for a number and she gives it, then she's pretty easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, there is that aspect of things.
I do wonder if it's being filmed though. If women are like, "Oh, I'm being filmed. I should do it." I don't know.
Yeah, whether or not how staged it is.
Yeah, how realistic is this really?
We simply don't know, unfortunately.
I mean, we're not going to test it to find out.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a good point. Most women probably don't give their numbers out to random, strange motorcycle riders, do they?
I don't give my number to anyone.
No, exactly. But yeah, Chicago UI, that is low hanging fruit, and guys, you shouldn't want that. No, absolutely not. Yeah,
bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. You want someone that is worth it. Worth chasing kind of thing, I suppose. The pasty, this is quite interesting, but I just wanted to ask, as in one of your videos you are riding through Gloucester on a Ninja 125, do you know of any nice roads nearby? There are plenty around the county, usually around Stroud. Usually you find a lot of nice country roads around there. And Stroud isn't that far away either. Not from Gloucester anyway. But yeah, usually riding in between the towns, so riding in between Gloucester, Stroud, Cheltenham, if you kind of look about those areas, then you'll find a lot of routes that I find really enjoyable, and a lot of other riders tend to do the same routes around as well. I mean,
whenever you tend to see them, don't you?
Yeah. Whenever I'm on vlogs, they're always on the same kind of roads that I'm on, and they're not that bad for potholes and things like that. The roads are quite clean. Yes.
Really not relevant. Sorry.
What?
You know when I ride to Bristol,
yeah,
some people nodded their heads at me. not just at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people don't because of my L plate, but
Yeah, no, I mean, that's something we've discussed that before, haven't we?
snobbery. Snobbery.
No, I suppose, yeah, to some extent, snobbery.
I don't know if we have discussed it. We've discussed it.
Yeah,
On our
so
live chat.
yeah, I mean, the shame about the Ninja 125 is that when you take the L plates off, it is a proper little motorcycle. You know, it looks the part, it sounds okay as well, and you know, it's pretty quick. I mean, at least for a 125 anyway, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
So it's a shame that in the UK we have to put these L plates on. But yeah, I mean, again, a lot of people have been mentioning in the comments of our dual vlog video about you having to get your full license. don't worry. I am pushing her.
It's in the plan.
I am pushing her to go and get a full license. So yeah, we're looking at that. As soon as we can, we'll get that going.
And we'll document as much as we can of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Pasty, I haven't had any luck with girls via my bike, but I'm sure a 50cc doesn't have the same effect as a bigger bike. Yeah. I don't even think 125cc bikes have that much sex appeal either, because again, when you're looking at the L plates,
it's a bit of a
turn off, isn't it?
Yeah,
do you think?
Yeah,
it's a turn off for guys, you know, let alone girls, to just see L plates on a bike. I hate it. I hate having L plates on a bike. I absolutely hate it. But yeah, when you get out and ride something like the ZZR, for example, ZZR 1400, I mean, people know as you ride past, you mean business. You know, you're on one of those motorcycles that just completely dominates the road. So yes, go on.
The other day, we were cleaning the bikes, and I was cleaning the ZZR, wasn't I? And I don't know if you noticed, there was a bunch of men that walked past.
Oh God.
They were so interested, and I don't think it was in the bike.
Yeah,
but I think if I was cleaning my 125, I don't think it would have been the same effect.
I don't know. I think it would have been a close competition between you and the bike. I think. The ZZR is that kind of motorcycle.
No, what I'm saying, what I'm saying is if I was cleaning my 125, I don't think it would have had the same effect as me cleaning the ZZR, you know?
Maybe not. Depends. Again, I think if someone is fairly kind of, if they don't quite know what motorcycles are, they're not going to know a difference between a 125 and something that's any bigger than that. But if they have like an interest in motorcycles, then you know, then maybe they'd still feel the same way. Yeah. But
I definitely think they're looking at the bike though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was me.
I don't know. That 125 guy, as the missus said, that she finds me more attractive now I have a bike again. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So it is one of those things then that once you get to know a woman, that it becomes more attractive, another attractive quality to them. But in terms of actually catching them to begin with, maybe not.
You need to hook them and then.
Yeah, and the motorcycle isn't the hooking tool.
No,
is it?
You're the hook.
Yeah.
And the bike just like assists.
Yeah.
Like the treat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Maybe that's a common theme. But let's try and get the dog back in because he's being rather noisy. Come on.
Good dog.
God, he's off on one today, isn't he?
He really is.
Pasty, I remember that for when I get my 125 in August. Okay, let us know what you're getting. Be curious to know what that is. Is it like an R125 or maybe even you look at a Ninja 125. Who knows? But yeah, let us know in the chat what you're looking to get, Pasty. He's really going off on something, isn't it? What is that? What's the matter? Should I just let him back out again?
Yeah.
He's scratching the door to get out of something. Who knows? Let him go. Let him be free. Thing is, you can hear the bark through the mics outside.
The garden is enclosed, by the way. He can't get anywhere. No one can get in.
That 125 guy, 125cc ain't enough to impress. Lol. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, when you have, I think certain bikes again have more sex appeal than others. So I would say that something like a 600cc Super Sport, so like an R6, like a ZX6R, 636 Ninja, those kinds of bikes are really good looking motorcycles for anyone. You know, you look at these bikes, you think, wow, they look amazing. And the most amazing thing is about that is that the designs of these motorcycles haven't really changed in about 15 years either. They've stayed very, very similar in terms of their shape. Colours, of course, have changed, but but the shape and design of them as a whole, they're fairly, well, pretty much the same. And they're still really good looking machines, because it's not like, you look at bikes from the 90s or from the 80s, they look completely different to bikes that you see nowadays. But the bikes that you do see nowadays have a lot of resemblances to bikes from the mid noughties.
Well, it's funny, thoughts popped into my head about you asking if my mum found my dad more attractive with a bike. When they moved into their first house after they got married, my dad had to sell his bike to pay for it. So my mum brought him another. She wouldn't have done that if she didn't find them attractive.
Yeah, but is that because your mum found them attractive, or was it because she felt sorry for your dad for having to sell his bike?
No, my mum, she would have found them attractive more than feeling sorry for him. Interesting. I'm not buying you a bike. Please don't get the wrong idea. You can have one of these again.
yeah, I love one of these ones. At 125 guy, but I forgot my missus before I got the bike. Oh yeah, I got my missus before I got the bike. Yeah, that's right. Pasty, if all goes well, it'll be a YZF R125. Yeah, pretty good. That's perhaps one of the best 125s you can get. Either that or a Ninja 125. They're pretty good machines. But yeah, the R125 is pretty good. I mean, I did kind of mention a story last week about a guy who was doing his full motorcycle test with me, and this was 15 years ago now, and he had an R125 and it was almost brand spanking new, and we were practicing emergency braking, and he dived it into the ground, unfortunately, when he tried doing an emergency brake. It was horrific. I felt so sorry for the guy, because that was such a nice bike as well, even for I don't know, 2007, 2008, whenever I did my full license, those R125 still looked really, really cool back then. But yeah, you've got a good bike on your hands though. I just hope the insurance isn't too high for you as well, because that's another thing that seems to catch a lot of people out, unfortunately, with these bikes. But yeah, hopefully that all goes well for you. Fantastic choice if you are able to get hold of one. Absolutely. But yeah, so we've got about 15 minutes before we're going to be signing off for today. I mean, is there anything else that? I mean, you mentioned leathers earlier. I mean, again, when you watch like The Dark Knight and you see what's her face? What's her name? Anne Hathaway in those leathers. Again, and she gets on the what's it called, the bat bike? I don't even know what it's called, but
bat bike works.
Bat bike, yeah, it's just the Batman's motorcycle. Again, you could tell that was very, very sexualized with her uniform and all that stuff.
Look at her; she can't hide her curves in that.
But do you really think that's the same for guys?
No, not in full leathers. Not when they look like Power Rangers coming out.
Yeah.
But when you. And again, I've just got Tom Hardy in my head.
Tom Hardy.
I don't know where I've seen this from, but yeah, like, so, when they ride up and they've got like the boots on, but the skinny jeans and like the leather jacket and the helmet, that I think is attractive.
Yeah.
Like if you go out in your
black leather. I'm gonna. Sorry, Don. I'm just gonna close the blind. Hopefully that will help.
Like if you go out in your black leather coat.
There we go.
With your jeans and your boots, I find that very attractive.
Yeah. So
it's not the whole full kit for me.
No, so like if you see one of these World Superbike guys wearing their full leathers, you don't think that's
with the doorstop on the back? No.
Yeah, doorstop. Yeah.
No, I don't. What's what it looks like?
Yeah, I suppose a giant doorstop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
No, I don't think. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I mean, again, obviously, when you look at leathers in movies, they're not
practical.
They're not
designed to do anything if you fall off.
No.
Whereas those are cumbersome because, they're designed to actually protect your life and protect you and everything. So I don't watch the TT for the eye candy, put it that way. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I mean, if there was like, I'm just trying to think of ways how motorcycles can be more or less attractive. Bird, come on, come here. I think next door are giving this poor little dog a hard time. They love provoking him, don't they? Don't they, birds? They provoke you.
His tail's wagging a little bit as well.
Yeah, he can't help himself. Unfortunately, he's quite a barky dog when he's provoked. So
any sound he thinks there's an intruder, he has to protect us.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
I do. I mean, his heart's going quite quickly as well. So I feel quite sorry for him, to be honest. But what was I saying?
How can you make bikes more?
Yeah, like, so I mean, if you saw someone on like a touring bike, is that really attractive?
The big bulky like Goldwings.
Like Goldwings, yeah. If you got a dad on a Goldwing, would you see that as attractive or not?
No.
No.
Like, I don't find, what is it my dad's got? The 12.
Yeah, the 1250 GS.
12, yeah. The thing is, for me, I like bikes. Like, don't get me wrong, the ZR isn't...
ZR, yeah.
ZR. Yes, all right. It's not cumbersome like my dad's one. My dad's got like, it's very practical. It's got like the boxes and everything on, and it's very much I'm going for a ride and I'm gonna go supermarket shopping or whatever. He could do that. Whereas for me, things like the CBR, the H2, where they're slim and there's just something about them where they're just a little bit more sporty and they're a little bit sexier to me.
So you think the sport bikes are kind of...
For me, in my opinion, yes. For me, they are way more attractive. Like, if you rode up on a Harley, like a chopper type thing, I wouldn't find that as attractive.
I don't know.
But
I like a good old hog.
Yeah, that's fine. But I do think personally, sport bikes are more attractive.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
That's interesting.
Like, Ducatis are sexy bikes.
The R6 is not a sport bike.
Well, whatever that was sexy.
It's more of a sport tourer.
But what I mean is it's that slim, like this. It's that kind of slim look to it, isn't it?
That's a ZX10R, by the way.
Take it out of the box.
No, leave it.
It's not collectible.
I don't care. I like it in the box.
But you know how it's more like slimline, and that's what I like, is that kind of look to it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, it's just something about it.
Well, I think a lot of guys would agree with you as well that sport bikes are the bikes that tend to look the best. I mean, you will get guys that like the look of touring bikes, that like the look of cruisers. But
like
on the whole,
Growing up, I had a picture of an Aston Martin V8 in my room. I loved it. It wasn't, for instance, I don't know, a Honda Jazz. You know, I wouldn't have a Honda Jazz in my room. It's the kind of the same principle, because I found that car sexy.
So again, it's not kind of the act of riding a motorcycle. It's the motorcycle you have that kind of makes the difference. Yeah,
like if we got together and you had a hog, I think, oh, that's quite cool. But I wouldn't think, oh, sexy. You know, I wouldn't cross my mind. But the bikes that you have had, I've always thought they're sexy bikes. Yeah. And thus, it translates to you, doesn't it? It's associated.
Cool. Fair play. I'm a winner. I mean, it's quite funny because, like, my dad has expressed kind of regret of not getting into motorcycles when he was younger. But at the same time, I don't know, actually. I was going to say my mum isn't really into motorcycles, but I'm lying there, because she had a boyfriend before my dad, and he was into his bikes.
She used to go on the back of it all the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So maybe it's just a young girl's thing, a young woman's thing. I don't know.
I think if I was like 40, let's say 40, and I was starting again, for instance, and I didn't, I don't think, and I didn't have like a predisposition of how I thought bikes were really attractive or anything. I don't think I would find them sexy when I was older. But I think it's that kind of dangerous, sexy vibe thing when you're younger. Yeah. That's interesting. But that's just me. So many other women and other people who are attracted to men may not agree with me.
Well, I mean, there has been times when I've been cleaning the bikes out the front, and just random women, they don't look at me, they look at the bikes and they go, "Oh, I love those bikes. I love those bikes." They probably have no idea what they are,
But they like a look at
but
them.
they like the look of the bikes. So, yeah, I suppose it's an age thing, a personal thing, and what kind of bike it is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, that's it.
Very, 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 very interesting. Yeah, it's one of those topics that I thought to myself, well, you know, do these motorcycles still have the same kind of sex appeal that they did in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s and things like that?
Yes.
And I don't know. I mean, it's good to have a woman's perspective on this because I'm not going to know.
You're not a woman.
Exactly. I'm not going to know.
Just in case you weren't aware.
So, and that's the thing. Like I said earlier, I don't ride motorcycles because I want to attract women on motorcycles. I ride them because I enjoy riding motorcycles, you know. My attraction to riding motorcycles is riding the motorcycle.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair.
And so it's just one of those very, very interesting kind of topics that I thought, well, let's see from a woman's perspective what would what a motorcycle is like to this day, you know, from a modern perspective rather than just a Hollywoodized perspective.
Yeah.
Oh dear, we've had some interesting comments in the chat there.
Okay.
Naked HD online strips without clothing. I'm sure YouTube will catch that. Don't worry, guys. But yeah, that's funny. Never had that before. That's the first.
That's new. Yeah.
And considering that we've got "sexy" in the title of the video, I think that's
To be
very
linked.
interesting.
Yeah. My word.
But yeah, that is very funny. All right, guys. Yeah, let's just finish off on the chat here quickly, and then we'll go make some dinner, I think.
Oh yes.
That 125 guy, the CBR 125R is a brilliant little bike. It hits 75 miles an hour ish. Yeah. Again, so because obviously Honda have got two 125s. They've got the cheaper one, the CBF 125, which you do see a lot of younger riders on, just because it's a cheaper alternative. But yeah, it doesn't quite go as quick as the CBR 125R. Is that a fairly new bike? CBR 125R. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong there. But from memory, from when I was doing, from when I was a learner, and from when I was on my old 125, I didn't think Honda had a kind of sport bike variant of a 125. But yeah, again, as long as you stick to the Japanese brands, you're pretty much going to be okay on any of them. I mean, well, when you were looking at your Ninja 125, that wasn't the first bike you looked at.
Nope, it's a Suzuki.
Yeah, you looked at a GSX-R 125 as well,
that's
which
what I went in.
Again, I think would have been a fantastic little motorcycle as well.
The thing is, you'd gone out testing the 1000, hadn't you?
Yes, yeah.
And I just said, can I go in that room and see what's in there? And they said, yeah, help yourself. And I found the Suzuki, and I said, oh, I need to show you. So I showed you, and then you walked past and went, what about this? And it was the Ninja. Yeah, but
I hadn't seen it. To be fair, you would have been happy with either. Yeah. They both would have been fantastic. So 125 guy, no, it started in 2004 until 2017. Well, there you go. Learned something new then. Yeah, that's very good. I mean, that's the problem with me. Back in the day, I didn't have the money to pay for a nice 125. Unfortunately, I only had enough for a Chinese 125, so I didn't really know much about the 125 scene back then, unfortunately. But yeah, Pasty, I think he rode a bike in Venom, if I'm not wrong.
Maybe that's where I'm thinking of it.
Did Tom Hardy ride a motorcycle in Venom?
I'm gonna have a look because that's been bugging me.
I don't remember him riding in Venom. We've seen that, haven't we? We've seen it.
Venom, Tom Hardy.
Googling it already.
Yeah.
What is it? Let's have a look.
Hold on. It's a Ducati Scrambler.
Ah, there you go. Well done, Pasty.
Thank you, because that's been bugging me.
Well done.
See, he's just sexy. No, just don't mind me.
He is a good-looking bloke, and I thought he was really, really good in what was it? Fury Road.
Yeah.
As well, Mad Max. I thought he was brilliant. I hope they do another Mad Max movie with him in it.
Do you know what? He's the guy that turned round and said that motorbikes, when you see them on film, to make everyone look taller, and then you walk up to them and you go, I thought you were taller.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome.
Yes, I wasn't making it up.
MW, should your leathers match your bike? I've got a black ZZR 1400 and my wife insists I wear full black leathers. Must be her secret crush.
When I did my CBT, and my dad does quite a lot of advanced motorcycling qualifications, he's part of the fellowship, so he has to redo it every year.
A fellowship?
Yeah, of the ring, no. It helps him get lower bike insurance and stuff because he's an advanced rider.
Yeah, of course.
They say that actually you shouldn't have they call them Power Rangers, the police call them Power Rangers because you're the same colour as your bike. They say it makes you harder to be seen on the road. I mean, you've seen me, I have a pink jacket and a green helmet. I'm literally a mobile watermelon, but I can be seen, but...
Yeah, I was going to make the exact same point. My leathers are red. My leathers are red, my helmet is red, my boots are also black and red.
Yeah.
And my ZZR is, of course, green predominantly in colour.
Yeah.
And traditionally, if you have contrasting colours, it does make you more visible, supposedly. I don't know if that's been studied. I don't know if that's confirmed. I can't confirm for you, unfortunately, but... that is the general consensus, is if you ride contrasting colours, then it's easier to see you. However, at the same time, if you do have leathers and a helmet that match the colour of your bike, that's just amazing.
It does look cool.
It's just amazing. I personally love... If I had the money and if I had the opportunity to have a set of leathers and a helmet that would match the colour of my bikes, but
when you had your Honda, you did have that. Your Honda was red.
That's true. Yeah, that's true because my old CBR 600RR was red, and my leathers and my helmet all matched that actually as well. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it is sexy.
Yeah.
Again, it is sexy.
It's sexy. Yeah. Yeah. Good. That 125 guy, I got my 2004 model last year for £850 plus £300 on a few bits that needed fixing. So that's on the CBR 125R. That's actually a really good price. I mean, again, I'm I wish I had more of an idea about motorcycles when I was younger. Then I wish I knew about motorcycles as much as I do now when I was younger, because I wouldn't have thought to have looked at a motorcycle like that. And believe it or not, I paid £1,000 for my 125 bike, and it was a Chinese one.
That's not far off. That's just over.
And it was just and 2004 is only a few years older than the bike that I had. I think the Chinese one that I had was 2006 or 2007. So a few years older, and basically the same price.
But your ignorance, so to speak, has benefited me.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I'm able to kind of give you a better perspective on, give you an idea of what to do in my experience.
But I also think that it has potentially done you the world of good, that now you really appreciate the bikes that you have. Like your ER6 was in such good condition, and you were so careful with it because of the atrocity you'd had before. So it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Yeah,
it does. Yeah, I mean, even then though, my ER6, I didn't maintain it as well as I should have done.
No.
But again, it's just ignorance. I mean, I was 18, 19 when I got the ER6. I might have been 19, 20 when I got the ER6.
But then look at what you do now compared.
Yeah, it's entirely different now. The way how I treat the motorcycles are completely different.
Absolute night and day.
But again, you live and you learn. But luckily, that motorcycle was good it was so good that it doesn't matter how I treated it. It still ran perfectly every single time. it started up straight away every single time, and
He was loyal.
yeah, very very loyal companion.
Loyal pug. Thank you.
That 125 guy, I have a white and orange helmet to contrast my black leathers. Yeah,
Cool.
Colors like that are pretty good. So usually kind of neon red, neon greens, neon oranges,
Yellows.
They're usually really good colors because they reflect a lot of light, especially in the dark where you've got cars and things. You know, the lights from the cars actually reflect off your helmets and things. So yeah, that works out quite well. And you don't really want to wear one of those nerdy kind of construction jackets, do you? You know what I'm talking about, those reflective jackets. You don't really want to wear those, do you? Your dad does, doesn't he? Yeah. I dropped myself in it there.
So what my dad has is he has the one that's got the canister in it. So if he gets pulled off the bike...
Oh, yeah, it's one of those air jackets. Yeah. What are they called?
I don't know, I call them an airbag.
Yes, airbag jacket. Yeah, so it puffs up. Yeah, that's right.
But, I mean, story for another time, it really saved his ribs, didn't it, when he had to use it. So,
yeah.
What have you. But, yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, yeah, guys and gals, thank you ever so much for your engagement in the chat. Much appreciated. And yeah, we've got a lot of new faces in the chat, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'm glad to have you all around to kind of meet us in person and to have a chat with us about things. But yeah, I hope today's video has been interesting. And yeah, I hope it's been informative. I mean, you know, with these live shows, it gives us an opportunity to
chew the fat.
Explore. What?
Chew the fat.
Chew the fat?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Chat.
Oh, right, okay. Well, just to explore kind of things with the wife and get different perspectives and what have you. And, you know, the plan is to have other guests in future as well. I mean, I would like to get my brother back on the show for our 1 year anniversary of the channel as well. So that's one thing I would like to do if possible. I'd like to have the wife, myself, and my brother, so I need to get another microphone. But yeah, again, just thank you for watching today's show, and yeah, I hope you've learned something today. I hope you found it informative. I hope you found it entertaining. And yeah, from the wife and I, we will catch you all. Well, I will see you tomorrow. We've got a new video release coming out tomorrow at 12 o'clock GMT UK time. So I'll catch you there. If I don't see you then, I'll catch you all next week.
Don't forget to check out Instagram.
Oh yes,
there's
Instagram.
a lot of content going up every week now.
Yeah, we've got content going up on Instagram every single day. So yeah, make sure to go and follow us there. It's just at Goblin Rise. It's on the banner, just that way. Up there, you've probably seen it already.
I'm not going to sit there and hold my hands.
No. No. But yeah, so make sure to go follow us on there if you want to see what we're up to and where we're going, because we do tend to find some really cool places to go and ride. So yeah, awesome. All right, guys and gals. Well, yeah, thank you again ever so much for watching. And yeah, from the wife and I, we'll catch you all next week. Have a good one. Is the dog going to say goodbye? He's gone to sleep now. He's after all that barking, he's he's just gonna chill now. I don't know if you guys can see him. There he is.
Sleepy face.
Right, yeah, we'll catch you all next week. Have a good weekend, guys and gals.